say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. Here he goes, third and long. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the fourth down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
Again, Rodgers. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. That is a clutch 7-yard pickup, partner. Pays off the call to go for it there on fourth down. First and 10 from the 43.
First and 10 at the 43.
They'll throw again, Rodgers. Forces one through double coverage. Oh, it's intercepted. And the Cowboys will take over along the midfield stripe after the interception and return. Oh, just a yard shy of midfield. First and 10. First down, here's Dak. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game.
With each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative, this quarterback, stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
Finds a seam down the middle. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. First down now, ball at the 33. Dak now from the gun. Sends this to the end zone. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. And that throw doesn't lead to 6. And it's going to be second down. Now it's Prescott again. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left. Tough one to retain through that hit. So now it's going to be third and long. So 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. That's Ferguson. He brings it in. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it first and goal from the 8. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. 4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. Another throw for Prescott. Has it in close. And in he goes for the Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys get their first points of this game just before halftime. Manage that clock beautifully down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Kenneth Gainwell now to return. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Something's got to be the difference maker here in half number 2. We'll see what it is as we're up and running once again. Here's Cavante Turpin on the return. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. Cowboys just about set. Here comes first and 10. Now the first run of the game for Javonte Williams. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Patrick Queen ranging in for the tackle.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play with whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark, really, from the first snap through this second half. There have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered. That's why that scoreboard's not been lit up.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Prescott now off the play fake. Bails out of the pocket quick. On the run, deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 25. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys take the lead right away in half number 2. George Pickens, the touchdown.
Those front office personnel people love to pair speedy wide receivers and ask their coaches to do just that. Put some play action in there. Let him go run. Because with his speed, that route is a winner, chicken dinner.
That one splits the uprights. And the Cowboys break that tie and now lead by 7. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Johnson with a return here. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's halts in after about a 6-yard pickup. Stop made at the 36.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Rodgers from the gun. Escapes the pocket. That's to his running back, Kenneth Gainwell. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Give him 5 on the play. And the Steelers have a 1st down.
That's such a good example, Kate. You don't have to be an elite runner to be a good thrower of the football on the run. The same fundamentals, the attention to detail to be a good pocket passer, they show up on the run as well. That's an excellent job getting the completion.
1st down throw here by Rodgers. Short pass brought in. And he'll take it past the midfield stripe and start the push into Cowboys territory.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give your quarterback a chance.
Catch made by Austin. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet. It gives his own defense a little time to rest and gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
This finds Austin complete. And they bring him down around the 34.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
High's time rolling right. Now here he goes. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs. So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. It's Steelers football. A nice help for them as they trail entering the quarter. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Trying an inside give to Ward. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
Humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Working out of the gun. Here's Rodgers. Completed to his running back. And he's going to be brought down after a gain of 5, right up next to that line of gain.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular. When the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's 4th down.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate, training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first.
Easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a first down pickup.
Completed over the middle. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal. They get an even 10 on that play. And that will set up 1st and goal. That brings us to the 2-minute warning in Pittsburgh. Steelers losing by 7. They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's 1st and goal. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So now it'll be 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Warren running between the tackles. And they'll make their stop after a small push to the 5. He gets 2 on that run. That brings up 3rd and goal.
Where you get a little bit closer, but you can feel the pressure starting to mount. Unless you're committed to playing 4 downs here, this becomes a...
And he is into the end zone for a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers cut it to a point late in this one. So they get the all-important touchdown here late in the game, Brock. Now the question, play for the tie or go for 2 and the lead?
And I know they've got all these charts and numbers and analytics to tell you what to do, but this comes down to the gut and the trust of the head coach. Does he trust his offense more to go get this 2-point conversion, or is he going to lean into his defense and believe that they can get the stop?
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. Tolbert now to return it. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Dallas getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. Hauled in by Lamb, right side. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
A gain of 12. 1st down, Cowboys.
Here he is to throw. Oh my goodness, it's intercepted! And the Steelers get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game.
Just how many times do these games at this level, Kate, come down to plays like this? In the end, you don't want to be the team making the mistakes. You want to be the one capitalizing on them. And now this offense has got a chance to do so.
Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here with Warren. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. The Steelers calling their first timeout. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Warren once more. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
To the line for a new set of downs. Only a lone timeout at their disposal. Back to throw. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it sets up second down.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Setting up to pass. And that one's behind him. That's incomplete.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you you can't take any completion for granted, even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down. Now to throw. Pass taken in by Fryermuth. And they bring him down around the 34. The Steelers use their third and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. So rather than try a tough 51-yarder, they're going for it on fourth down. Trying to push this past the marker. And forget this first down. He's made as he got to the line. They're not going to get this. This is a turnover on downs.
You know, it's almost like the defense heard that call in their helmet themselves. They dialed up the perfect blitz to encircle and cut off that run. And their reward is getting off the field.
Oh, put some heat on this deep ball, left side. And the downfield call is going to go unanswered. Defender saw to that. That incompletion means it's second down. Back to the air, Prescott. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Oh, my goodness, it's intercepted! And the Steelers will start this possession at their own 40 after the tackle's made.
Well, I'm it, man. I got to admire the guts, the willingness to continue to challenge the coverage, even with 2 interceptions already. But there's his third strike. And no, it's not baseball, but he definitely has to be smarter with what he's doing with the football.
The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. He fires one deep down the left sideline. They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in his game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. That's going to do it for regulation, so some bonus football in store for all those fans in the stands. We're headed for overtime.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
From the jaws of defeat, they snatch this game away. And now we're off in overtime to decide it. And he won't opt to bring this one out. Content to keep it there in the end zone. They'll start their drive at the 35. Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. 1st and 10. First throw of overtime. Austin's there to haul it in.
Kind of a curious call there, Kate, because the passing game, it's not worked real well for them in regulation, and that operation, that wasn't good enough either.
the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Rodgers will look to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Don't want their first overtime drive to stop now. They gotta get 6 on 3rd down. 3rd and long, they're gonna throw. The left side finds Freiermuth. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Give him 8 yards on the play. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Again, Rodgers finds his back, Jalen Warren. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Offense with an enviable spot to be in, 2nd and inches. Sending him on the dive. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
You know, Kate, that's a successful play on 2 fronts. Number 1, you get the 1st down. Number 2, keep that defense guessing as to who is just going to get the carries.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Keeping the tight end busy here. Another carry for the big fella. So a change of pace to the tight end. He isn't going to yield anything. Stop for no gain. 2nd down coming up.
Well, Kate, that's a quick hitter to the big guy, and that's what you normally expect to see out of it. Not a huge gain, just picking up a little bit before they stall him out.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Rodgers to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
Throwing now. Caught by Freiermuth. He makes the catch, but is hit before he can get that 1st down. They say he's maybe a yard short.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. That's good for a couple of yards. And the conversion sets them up with a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. They'll go again with Warren. He's stuck with him, but this one heads the wrong way. He winds up losing yards. Now Dallas is going to call its 2nd timeout. And that'll leave him with just 1 remaining in overtime. On 2nd down, Warren. Stopped after a gain of 2. That's going to bring up 3rd down. Final timeout taken by the Cowboys. And they'll be unable to stop the clock again here in overtime. Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Looking to throw it. Hits him on the out route. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And the Steelers have a first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
On first down, Warren. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its second timeout, as they'll be left with just one more to work with here in OT. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, you even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. Has him on the quick hitter. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
The Steelers use their third and final timeout. Cowboys bringing out an extra defensive back on third. Here he is to throw. That one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And now they're up against it here on fourth down. So here's Chris Boswell in a high-pressure spot. From the left hash, about 31 yards out. It's good. The kick sails through. And the pressure now applied to that opposing sideline.
And this game isn't over yet officially, but when you see the time left on the clock, you've got to treat this attempt like a game winner. He just did, coming through in the moment of truth to put them up in overtime.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
We'll see if their defense can hold now and finish off an overtime win as the kick is away. Turpin with a return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Cowboys just about set. Here comes first and 10.
Yeah! There we go!
Now it's his turn in overtime. Getting out to his left. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. Following the sack, they need a big chunky yards here, Brock. It is second down and very long. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. Third down coming up.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
We had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and you couldn't do it.
Well, Brock, the fans, all right. Here we go, Steelers, as they go in on the North Shore. And they only needed to set him up with a shot to connect and win it with 3, and his aim was true to make it happen and put an end to this competitive ball game. With Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Pittsburgh.